Welcome, everyone. My name's Abe Schaefermeyer. I'm the director of the International Student and Scholar Services Unit within the Division of Global Engagement at the University of Oregon. And I wanted to welcome you to our Global Cafe series. So in the Global Cafe series, we take some time to spend talking to University of Oregon students about their experiences in this really unprecedented time. We take questions. We want to be able to provide some interesting content, some information that will help you navigate this time. And then we also have time that we just want to hang out together and be together in the only way we really can now, which is kind of through the virtual world. So thanks, everyone. And we wanted to talk a little bit about our program today. So we've got, this program is being recorded, the first part of it, just so you know, and it's going to be, we're also live streaming on our Facebook page for International Student and Scholar Services. The recording of the first part of the session is going to be put up on our International Student and Scholar Services YouTube page, so you can send links to folks that you want to make sure have access to this later, because as we know, there are people that are all over the world right now, and at 3 p.m. West Coast time in the US is not always convenient for everyone waking up or asleep across the world. So it's good to be able to send the link to them. We're super excited to have a really cool guests with us here today. We've got Erica Lee and Ali Reed that are part of the U of O's K.Aire K-pop dance group. So we're really excited to have you here, Erica and Ali. Thanks so much for joining us on the Global Cafe. Just want to start by asking you, how are you guys doing? How are you coping? You're together. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, we're doing great. We're actually living together, at least like 3 of us board members of K.Aire. So we kind of have fun on our own, have our own K-pop time in our own, like K.Aire house, we call it. That's really cool.
And I know another member of your troupe is with you, but not feeling so good today.
Yeah, it's Lydia.
Yeah. That happens. Well, yeah, I wanted to kind of just ask you a couple of questions about your group and about how you're doing now, in sort of coronavirus time. So it's handy that you guys are living together. Are you still performing? Are there any performances that you're doing or whatnot now?
Unfortunately, no. Do you want to switch back and forth?
Yeah. So a lot of the performances that we've been planning to perform at got canceled, unfortunately, but hopefully we can work something out online. Maybe once everything's okay, we can get together and make covers, so we're still trying to make content.
And always be active.
Be active.
Yeah. So really hard, but I bet, I bet some things, especially if we stay virtual, more events will be happening online. I'm sure there'll be a space for you to be performing together. Just backing up a little bit, I'm curious, how did you get into K-pop, and how did it start for you? What was the origin of the passion that you found in K-pop and to form the group?
Well, the origin of the club is different from how we started.
Okay.
It actually started in 2013 by Carmen. I think the Carmen we see in this video call right now is the Carmen that founded the group. But she initially was like a dance. Our friends are getting on. She's getting excited.
Cool.
So in the beginning, she was like a dance helper leader for Korea Night, the one that happens every year. And she wanted to actually do K-pop the whole year round and be able to pursue K-pop for a longer period of time and more passionately. And I feel like we would have felt the same if we were in her position. And I think it's just, we were also in high school K-pop clubs. So eventually when we came here, we were like, oh, we should probably do K-pop as well. we have the same situation. And then she came in freshman year, I came in sophomore year to U of O, and we were like, oh, we want to also passionately do K-pop all time, full time. So we were like, okay, let's join. And then that's the beginning of our K.Aire journey. But like when I started K-pop was like 2012, all the way back. And I found out through Facebook through my friends, and it was just a really bubble pop. It was just very song. Yeah, so I was like, oh, K-pop, this is fun. I want to dance. I want to like learn everything about this culture. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And when you got involved with it, was it intimidating, to start going out on stage and dancing in front of a lot of people, or are you just naturally sort of extroverted and that didn't bother you at all?
Your turn.
I think it was intimidating, but in like an exciting way. Every time before we go on stage, we all get like nervous and we all like huddle together and kind of like cheer each other on quietly because we're backstage. We don't want to get,
Right.
But I think it's definitely like a really cool experience to just like dance with your friends on stage, and the crowd really likes it. So it's
Yeah.
really exciting.
That's very cool. And Allie, how about you? How did you first get introduced to K-pop, and how did you first get involved?
I also got interested like 2011, 2010 maybe. I knew about it because Big Bang was a really popular like group. So I knew of K-pop, but I wasn't into it yet until I was on TV and I looked through on demand. There's like a playlist of K-pop songs like every month or something, and I was just going through them, and I stumbled upon one song that was like always in my head. So I just had to get to know these people in the group, and then the rest is kind of history.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so exciting. What do you think, what's the hardest thing about being in a K-pop dance crew?
It's definitely time management because a lot of us have school and work, and a lot of like juniors and seniors would start looking into like internships and like graduation, like post-graduation plans, and it's really difficult handling all of them at once, especially if you're like one of the leaderboard members. Yeah, you have to handle a lot of performance logistics and some budget, some like contracts, emails. It's a lot of stuff to do, but I think it's all worth it at the end of the day. After performances, that feeling you get of like satisfaction is like that is like all worth doing for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. I'm always amazed at, when I interact with students, I know a lot about their student experience. And then I sometimes just find out that they're involved in such really cool extracurricular activities that I had no idea about. So aside from K-pop and the K.Aire Club, are you guys involved in other things around campus?
We were involved with some cultural nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we like to dance. So
we don't discriminate when it comes to genre.
we love dancing.
We just hop around different culture clubs. I've been in the KSA dance team. She has been in the HKSA dance team.
Nice.
Done for just culture nights. It's only like a little bit for 1 or 2 performances for each dance team. And
that's cool.
Yeah, but we mostly try to like spend all of our time in K.Aire because quality is better than quantity.
Right. I think I've seen you perform at past culture nights, so that's pretty cool. I'm always amazed. So I understand that you all might have a clip or of a video of a performance that you're willing to share with us to show us some of your moves.
Yes. Let's do the performance first. I was thinking, we recently, do you mind explaining the performance that was happening, and then I'll switch to
so the performance that we're going to show you guys right now is actually a part of a drag show, and it's like one of the most exciting performances of what, winter term?
Yeah.
Yeah, winter term.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to get the most, I don't know, like powerful, eye-catching songs to dance to, because it's really exciting for other people to see us.
Do you mind if I switch to sharing the screen?
Yeah, please do.
And this is our YouTube page, and I'll show you guys a little bit of our finale of the drag show. Oh, it's muted. Okay, unmute, and then let's go.
I can't take We gon' drop it like a We gon' drop it like a
Sorry, if you want to watch the rest. Video. It will be on our YouTube page. It's called K.Aire. If you just type in K.Aire, I'm pretty sure you can find it like in the first page. And let's see, how do I finish this sharing function? There it is. Thank you.
There we go. Wow. Impressive. I feel exhausted just thinking about that.
Watching.
I mean, it's obviously, it takes some physical fitness to be able to do what you guys do. You know, do you just sort of, does the workout each time keep you physically fit, or do you also have to like go to the gym and work out so you don't get hurt?
I think at least like 2 or 3 of us actually do work out, but the rest just use K.Aire as exercise. Yeah, it's a good cardio, even though it doesn't really do like, you know, muscle building or anything, or like, you know.
Wow. No, it sounds like a great way to stay fit. And on that note, to help us kind of think about staying fit as we're isolated, is there a way that I think that you guys are willing to share and teach us kind of old people some moves? Try to figure out how to do a beginner move of some sort?
We picked I keep kicking the table, I'm sorry. There's this dance that we just did like a couple months ago, and it was pretty popular among the audience, and I think it's fairly easy to do, at least the duration that we chose. So she's about to show it to you. Let's make some room for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the whole group, do you think you guys want to join in and go along with us?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was just asking the rest of the people if they want to join, if they want to do it with us.
Johnny, Mars, China, let's learn Savage.
Okay.
Do you want me to play the music, or do you want to teach first?
I'm probably gonna introduce the song for a bit. Okay. So the song that we chose to teach you guys is a part of a boy group song. I think it's a lot of arm movements, not too much, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So it'll go like, the beats will go da da dun dun dun. So after the 2 fast ones, da dun, it'll go 3 slow ones, dun dun dun. And okay, so on the first slow beat, da da da, you're just gonna bring your right arm up above your head in a fist, and then on the second slow beat, you're gonna like you're gonna basically what's it called? Kind of yank it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your head is gonna follow it. Yeah, it's like you're cracking your head.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll go like da da dun dun. And then the third slow like beat, you're just gonna, it's kind of like you're hitting your head on the table, and you're just gonna bring your arm down, and you're gonna go like down, up with your left arm. Yeah. And as you bring your left arm down, you're also gonna look down, and then you're gonna step forward with your right foot, but you don't have to. You can just do the arm movements. But everything is down, your arm and your head, and then when you bring it up, you also raise your head up. And that's kind of like in K-pop dances, that's kind of like the killing move. It's a move that really like shocks people and makes things really interesting. So there's first two beats, da da dun dun dun, right? So the move starts on da da dun dun dun. Yeah, you're gonna hit down before you raise your arm up. Yeah. So let's do it again. Da da dun dun dun. Yeah. When you bring your left arm up for the third like beat, for that part, you can just bring your right arm down as you bring the left arm slowly up. So the arm movement will go from the right being above your head, crank it down, and then you just bring the left one slowly up. Yeah. So that's like, should I just do it with the
Song? Do you want to do it with
the song?
Yeah. Let's see you do it with the music.
Okay.
Let's see.
We could just do it like 50%.
Sure. Oh, that's not where I'm sorry. Do you want to? I'll just find the. That's not the right sound.
We're gonna try it with music, but slow, so that it matches the speed that I'm teaching you right now. I'm not gonna like go straight into 100% because it's
Okay.
fast. But again, just a reminder, the beats will go like da da dun dun dun.
Is it second or third chorus?
I think it's the
Third,
second.
the second. Okay.
Yeah. So just keep that beat in mind. Fast, fast,
There
slow,
it is.
slow, slow. And on the first slow one, that's when you just bring your arm up for the first pose, the second pose, and then the third pose.
Yeah, this is the second chorus, right? This one. Yeah. It's not this one. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's pretty.
Booty beat that song.
Yep.
All right. In action.
Yeah.
And then we can do it faster.
We can try it a little bit faster.
This is what we do. We kind of start from like the 50% of the
Yeah.
actual song, and then
Okay.
eventually build it up to 100% of the song. Yeah.
It's kind of fast.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I did it and I didn't hurt myself.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Good. I think that's one goal. The virtual background I have means that I look like I'm like, I don't know, disappearing and stuff. But no, that's pretty cool. Should we try it everyone together one more time at regular speed?
So they're learning it mirrored. It's unmirrored, so it's okay if they don't see the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then we can play it in 100% speed.
Okay.
And you guys can see the actual beauty of
Oh, do you want me to keep going or?
it. Do you guys want to learn more?
No.
Let's try this. I want to see this one at full speed, at regular speed.
Let's go.
And we'll try to join along. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent. Yeah. Do you think you want to do one more move? I think we can practice one more. Maybe that can combine with the first one.
Yeah, I don't want to make it too complex that no one wants to do it, you know?
Okay.
Okay, so after you do the first pose, second pose, and then the third pose, when you bring your arm up, just swing, swing, swing.
Yeah.
You're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just gonna do 4 swings with your right arm as the left arm is still up in front of you.
Okay.
So you're just gonna swing forward. You're gonna swing back. You're gonna swing forward again, and you're gonna swing back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk up, but I'm aware you guys don't have space.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Definitely need a big open area.
Yeah. So the swings will actually follow similar pattern. So you know how this is like da da dum dum dun, da 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 dum dum dun. Then it'll go slow. Wait. Okay, 1 slow, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll go 1 slow, and it'll go ta ta ta.
Okay.
So, just remember that the first swing, the first arm swing is slow. So it'll go down. You're here for the third pose, right? And you're gonna go swing, 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 swing. Okay? Let's try that.
Okay, let's try it.
So third pose, right? Then you're gonna go swing, 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 swing.
Okay.
If you're a counts person, you would swing the first swing for 2 beats. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So let's go from the third pose again. And then you're gonna go forward swing, back, front, back. And it's just swinging right alongside your body. You're kind of bringing it up and then back, and then up again, and then back again.
Do you want to do
Okay. Does this move have a name?
Arm swing.
yeah, we sometimes name.
Very.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, should we do it with some music?
Yeah. What speed do you want to do it in? Might not. 75.
75.
Yeah, let's do 75. This one's slightly easier than the previous moves. So.
Yeah.
This is 75%. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you wanna do that again, or?
You make it look easy. I've got to say, you make it look a lot easier than I'm finding it. Yeah, let's do one more time, and we'll try to do it all together. Okay. Nice. So do you guys have any openings in the K.Aire group? I think I'm ready to try out.
No? Woo!
Yes,
Awesome.
we're always welcoming more people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love new
Okay.
people.
No, that's awesome. I'm impressed. You guys have been practicing. You guys have some natural talent. You've got a good history to work on from people that came before you. It's great to see you perform and to be here with you to talk about it. I want to thank you for coming on the show with us. I want to really say thanks for sharing your dance moves and telling us a little about your group. Definitely want to wish you the very best as you go through this. I hope with all of my heart, I can see you on stage very, very soon.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
That was
thank
fun.
you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hopeful, yeah, that you guys will be on stage at some events on campus, you know, as soon as everything opens back up. In the meantime, everybody check out K.Aire. Do you guys want to plug your social media one more time?
I am going to send the link to our social medias. Social medias, that's not plural. So we have a Facebook page, YouTube channel, and also an Instagram page account. So here's our Facebook, and we post a lot of our events here, as like other clubs and events make their own like event page. So that's probably the most all in all, like everything in one place kind of place for K.Aire. And for our YouTube page, that's where you can see all of our performances and also covers. And covers are essentially just us doing it, you know, kind of like music video style. I'm trying to find our channel. Oh, there it is. We also have stuff from previous years, so it's fun. Oh, I accidentally sent it privately. Okay. How do I make it public?
Yeah, you can do for everyone, I think is.
For everyone. I think that'll work. Yeah.
Okay, and then so that's our YouTube page.
Awesome. There you go.
And then this is our Facebook page. Oh, it looks like it's on the same message, but yeah. And then our Instagram is also just K.Aire. It's very easy to find us.
Yeah.
Just a second. That is our Instagram. And on Instagram and Facebook, we post our like profiles. We kind of do like model shots and then have our like stage name, our like little, you know, information about each one of us. And it looks really cool. So we're like in the middle of posting them right now. And it's exciting seeing each one come up every time.
Yeah, I bet. You guys are working hard. Oh, we've got a question here asking if you have stage names.
Yeah, you can first go first.
So for your stage name, you can either choose something that's like completely different, but like it's still meaningful to you, or you could choose to keep your name, or you could choose to combine names and stuff. It's like
cool.
It's very creative. It's
Yeah.
up to your creative decision, because it's
Right.
how you want to be represented on stage, right? So my stage name is a combination of the name that everyone knows me as, which is Allie, and the spelling of the first three letters of my official name, which is Alexandra. So my stage name is pronounced Allie, but it's spelled A-L-E.
One of our club members wants to talk about her stage name. She's gonna Can she introduce herself?
Cool. Yeah.
Hello, my name's right here, Margarita. Yeah, so I'm also part of K.Aire, and I help do like the social media aspect, like help design like the profiles and everything, and help promote ourselves, right? And my stage name is just the first three letters of my name, which is Mar. Yeah, so just Mar instead of Margarita. So yeah, and it actually like stuck around a lot. Actually, like most people at school call me just Mar, like my stage name, which is funny. I mean, I just fully adapted to my stage name.
Maggie or Margarita were like, who? Oh, Mar.
Oh, Mar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so we're definitely going to start a stage name in our division, in our administrative unit. We're going to start some stage names. Otherwise, it's just too boring, not have one. No, but thanks for sharing, you guys. Erica, Ali, Mar, thanks for showing us your moves, talking about your organization. And again, I'm just really impressed of what you guys do. And be safe, stay safe. My best to you and your families. Please stick around if you want to stick around the show. We're going to have kind of a virtual meet time next, where folks might want to get to know you a little bit in a little breakout room and ask you some questions. So if you're available, you're welcome to hang out and chat a bit. But I wanted to take a minute to introduce my colleague, Sara Clark from the Mills International Center, who's going to help facilitate us through kind of a virtual hangout. We'll go until probably about 4 o'clock today, so another 30 minutes just to have a chance to spend some time with people. There are a lot of people that are alone in their apartments. There are people that aren't as lucky as Erica and Ali to have some quarantining going on and hanging out with your besties. So we'll move into that, but I did want to just say that there's a lot of research out there about how to stay mentally, to pay attention to your mental health, how to stay sane during this time. And a lot of it has to do with just being engaged with something that you feel passionate about, right? Having a meaningful hobby that you can continue to engage really means that you're going to be happier waking up in the morning. You're going to feel more fulfilled throughout your day. And I think we all need that a little bit. So thanks to K.Aire for showing us a great example of how you can stay physically and mentally fit and engaged with something that you feel passionate about. So on that note, I'll hand it over to Sara. And Sara, thanks for, again this week, hanging out with us and helping us actually have some face-to-face time with each other as opposed to feeling so isolated and alone.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And as a hiring manager at the Mills International Center, I just want to make a note that all of what y'all discussed about the energy and the effort and the time management and the skills that you talked about with K.Aire, those are all things I look for in employees, right? Those are great interview stories, that it's not just some student club or something you're doing on the side. It's also skill building for your future. And Carmen, as a founder, you get to have that legacy and can talk about how you started something that continued on without you, which is really challenging. A lot of times organizations don't survive when the founder graduates. So congrats to all of you for your great work and engaging on campus.
Thank you.
Well, to shift moods a little bit and kind of go into, instead of just like listening to you, and I'm feeling really energized because I just tried to practice, and people that are on Facebook Live didn't get to see those of us that were practicing, though Margarita, I now understand why you looked so much better than I did. Practicing the moves, like, there's a plant in the audience. But we're gonna spend about 12 minutes in like groups of 3, just connecting. And to transition, let's first just take a deep breath. And on these Zoom calls, I'm feeling really engaged right now, but I'm also talking. So I know it can be easy to zone out and start to think about other things. And just like in meditation, active listening and video calls means noticing when our mind has wandered and then simply bringing our attention back. I just saw an article from the Harvard Business Review that recommended a strategy for staying engaged in these meetings, and I was going to share one of them, and that is to have a piece of paper nearby when you're in meetings, so that when you notice that your mind has gone somewhere else, you can just kind of jot that down, note that it's there, and then return to the conversation. And so I'll just want to give you a moment to think, allow yourself a little bit of space to see, has your mind been wandering? Are you, still waking up from the night shift? I think as Carmen said, and take a minute to just notice where your mind's going, and then note it and come back to us. And you can take another deep breath. Thank you. Just wanted to take that moment as we, want to, the next stage, we want to engage with each other, connecting. And it can be hard to do that and to listen to each other when our brain is in a bunch of different places. So thank you. Now, the prompt that I want to give you today for our small group conversations is inspired by K.Aire. And I am impressed with the boldness, the courage that it takes to put in all of this hard work and then get up on stage in front of, culture nights can have what, 400, 500 people in a room, and be up there taking that risk in front of everybody. So my question for all of us is to think about a time when you were bold or did something exciting, scary, or dealt with something unexpected. So it could be big or small, and thinking about everyday courage. For me, a couple of things that come to mind include moving to Nicaragua, joining a flamenco dance troupe and performing, and taking on a new job. If I were going into your small group, I would just choose one of those and then share some details about what that looked like for me and what it meant in my life. So I'm going to give you just a moment to think before we go into the groups. Think about a time when you did something bold, something exciting or scary, or dealt with something unexpected. Okay. I have made breakout rooms with 2 to 3 people in them. And so you can head there. We're going to take 10 minutes and I'll send you a little note. It pops up at the top of the screen when it's time to come back. Thank you for engaging in the small group conversations. For people that are watching the recording, I had paused it, so we just magically fast forwarded. Thank you for sharing out a little bit about what you're taking away, and I hope you can think about that too and mull it over to enrich maybe the rest of your weekend. But as Sonia said, a takeaway that maybe we need to be dancing more or could be dancing more, and the joy that could bring in our lives. Well, if you want to get connected, we've shared K.Aire's particular information, but if that's not your particular jam, I do want to offer that the ASUO, the Associated Students of the University of Oregon, our student government at the University of Oregon, has a ton of student organizations that they've recognized. And those organizations are available, and you can see them all in one place and what they do on Engage, which I think Katie Jo is going to screen here, and we'll stick into the comments so that you can just see what that is. Yeah, there it is, and the link is in the comments now, so that you can go check it out and see what organizations might interest you. I remember that there was a Quidditch team from Harry Potter. So you never know what you could find that might bring joy in your life. Also, as a last opportunity of thinking about if you're feeling inspired that you want to take on something new, I would like to introduce my dear colleague, Yifeng Zhang, Senior Associate Director of Global Works, to share just a little bit about Global Works before we close out the day.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I will just go ahead, share my screen.
Great. Perfect.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here. I will be very brief. If you have any questions, just, email globalworks@uoregon.edu. We just launched this new program, the virtual internship program this summer. I think it's a great opportunity for students during the summer to experience some work and international experiences, when you stay at home. So yeah, here is a brief overview of the program. You earn 12 credits and the cost of the program is very reasonable, especially for international students. It's $2,600. No matter if you are in-state or out-state or international students, this is the same. And this includes program fee and 12 UVO credits. If you want to know more about the details of the program, just email me to set up a Zoom meeting. I will get back to you, really on the same day. So also this, provides a lot of professional experiences in the career field of your choice. So it's not like you are playing or you are having fun. You will have fun, but it's some real work, 30 hours of work per week for 8 weeks. And you will be working in your field with, international company. And you have the flexibility to do it anywhere. If you are an international student planning to go home, to go back to your home country in summer, you can actually add an on-site physical internship to this virtual option. If you are staying in the United States, that's fine. You can still pick your location and do a virtual internship. So a lot of flexibilities. And here are the locations. You can pick from any of the location and I will work with you once you have a better idea of where you want to go and what you want to do. I will check with our provider about the availability in that location for you. And the program time, it's in general mid to late July to late September, but we have flexibility over that. If you need to start a little sooner and end a little later or end early, we can work on that with you, figure something out. And here is the list of the major sectors, career sectors we place students. But since it's very individualized, we can work with you and find something that works for your goals for this internship. Yeah, let me see. So if you are not accepted to the Global Works yet, so I saw a couple of familiar faces already here, already accepted to the program. You don't need to reapply. We can just use your current application. But if you are new to Global Works, you need to apply. Just go to our website. There's a very brief online application. Just submit your application and you will need to submit a cover letter and a resume at the same time and your UVO transcript. So then I will set up an interview with you. Yeah, and then here's the next steps. So basically we accept you and then we will, you will need to confirm by signing a paperwork, and then you will work with our provider in that location for your specific placement. Yeah. So here are more information about the 2 courses you will be enrolled. One is an online intercultural communication course, 4 credits, lower division international studies, It can be used to fulfill the multicultural and social science group requirements. And this is like a support group discussion course happening when students are overseas. So you will be divided in small groups, talking with other students doing the similar work in different locations. And you do weekly reading, weekly assignments, and yeah, you do discussions and support each other. So the other course is the internship course. 8 credits for an 8-week internship. You have 2 options. Option 1 is to have me as your supervisor. Then you earn 8 credits, upper division international studies credits. If you have a faculty from your department to sign the document, you will, your faculty will be your supervisor and they will be providing the grades. Then, those 8 credits or part of the 8 credits can be counted toward your department requirement. So yeah, that's all from me. It's brief. I just want to give you as much information as I can in a very brief, presentation. So feel free to email globalworks@uoregon.edu if you have any questions. This is a very individualized program. We usually work with students to figure something out for them. Okay.
Thank you so much, Yifang.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I wish that I could go back in time and take your intercultural communication course while I was doing my study abroads in my undergraduate. And y'all, Yifang is amazing, and I highly recommend doing that program with her.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for the nice words.
That sounds like it's another great way to be bold, to get out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And something passionate that you feel strongly about. So thanks, Yifang, for sharing.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Great. Well, I want to be sensitive to the time. I know people have places to go and things to do. Wait, do we? I guess we'll see. Special thanks again to K.Aire. Awesome to have you all with us today. Our best to you, and stay safe. We really look forward to dancing with you again soon, and you might see me applying to be part of your group in the future, if that's okay. You'll notice me because I'll be the one who doesn't know how to dance that's trying to be part of your group. Awesome, Erica and Ali. Thanks to Sarah for helping us hang out. Thanks to Yifang for talking about the Global Works. And of course, thanks to Katie Jo for all the work, and Wanda behind the scenes to put together our Global Cafe program. Hang in there, everyone. Enjoy a wonderful weekend. Here, we've got Mother's Day weekend happening here this weekend. So take a moment to celebrate all the mothers out there. And just wanted to acknowledge that.
And if you're interested in the Native American Student Union typically hosts a big Mother's Day powwow, and that is virtual via Facebook this weekend. So it's a great time to check out the page, and you can then watch videos that people are posting at home doing performances and in their pavilion.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Definitely check out the UO Engage page. It's a great place for you to learn about different things that are happening around campus, even when, we're doing things virtually. Okay. Well, thanks again. Remember that the Global Cafe series is every other week. So it'll be 2 weeks from today. We'll be back at 3 o'clock. We're always interested in feedback to hear about guests that you want to hear from, people that you might want to see come on to the show to be interviewed. So do feel free to give us some feedback at any time. Again, take care of yourselves, be safe, and thanks for joining today.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.